And we end today in Canada. Smoke, flames, and fear. That's the reality tonight for thousands of Canadians as wildfires rage across Manitoba and Alberta. In fact, more than 17,000 people have been forced to flee their homes as blazes tear through forests and communities. And what officials are calling one of the largest evacuations in its history. In fact, entire towns are being emptied, military planes are being deployed, and families are packing up with no idea when or even if they'll return home. We take you to the Great White North with more on this devastating story.
Another 200-300 feet north, it would have burned the whole place.
Canada is once again in the grip of a ferocious wildfire season. And this year, Manitoba is bearing the brunt of the fury. The province has declared a state of emergency and has ordered evacuations of more than 17,000 residents from its northern and eastern regions. This is the largest evacuation Manitoba will have seen in most people's living memory, said Premier Wab Kineau in a solemn news conference. He further added, it will require significant resources and cooperation from all levels of government.
We will get through this difficult period, and we'll get through this trying period the way that we always do, by working together.
The situation escalated so rapidly that authorities requested military assistance, including aircraft, to help with evacuations and firefighting efforts. Community centers and soccer fields in Winnipeg and other cities are now being prepared to house the displaced as people scramble to flee with children and pets. Residents fleeing the fires painted a harrowing picture of life on the fire line. Some said that the flames were shooting over 121 feet. Firefighters couldn't even get close enough to do anything. One resident said, and I quote, "This is definitely nerve-wracking. The only highway out was jammed and the petrol stations had already run out of gas." The fires have already scorched nearly 200,000 hectares of forest in Manitoba this month alone, 3 times the annual average over the last 5 years. Officials say that 22 fires are currently burning and conditions are growing worse due to prolonged periods of warmth and dryness. Meanwhile, in neighboring Alberta, wildfires are also raging and have prompted evacuations and industrial shutdowns. Wildfires near Chipewyan Lake have already covered nearly 2,900 hectares. Residents were put on a 1-hour evacuation alert as shifting winds raised fears of sudden danger. There are 134 wildfires active across the country in provinces including British Columbia, Saskatchewan, Ontario, and Alberta. Half of them are out of control. The destruction has already claimed lives. Earlier this month, 2 people in Lac du Bonnet died after being trapped by a fast-moving blaze. In 2023, Canada's worst wildfire season on record, the only recorded fatalities were among firefighters. Communities across Manitoba, including Lynn Lake, Marcel Colomb First Nation, and Pelican Narrows in Saskatchewan, have seen more than 5,000 residents evacuated in recent days. As Canada stares down another potentially record-breaking wildfire season, experts warn that these crises may become the new normal. For thousands of Canadians who are now on the move, the wildfire crisis isn't just a headline, it's their reality. And as flames threaten communities from coast to coast, the country faces a stark reminder. Adaptation is no longer a choice, but a necessity.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali. Stop.
Japanese,
$4 trilhão.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.